Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. We are on County Line, and we are, as you can see, making beautiful windrows of these ginormous fields. Gaming Nerfer, I probably, yes, I said goodbye past me. I did see that message. That's the one I saw anyway. Foxhole is back. Yeah. You know, Medina, it's not as bad as Cleveland with the potholes. We do have some, though. Oh, I hate hitting potholes. It makes me so mad. Oh, and by the way, I did change my own brakes for those of you that were interested. Talking about my summer car, it actually does help a little bit. But I did watch a video on how to do it from somebody else that did it, and it's really easy on the Kia Soul. Now, I got to do the back ones, but the sad part was they didn't really need to be done. The good part was, so I don't know why they're not working great, but I checked the fluid levels. Everything's good. We have the right amount of fluid in there. It's right on the, that's so funny. We were talking about Farmers Dynasty earlier. Okay, here's what happened to Farmers Dynasty. So basically, I have been buying a field, harvesting the field, collecting the wheat, going to the next field, buying another field, harvesting the field, collecting the field. It does not make for super exciting YouTube action, so I just haven't, and I haven't played the game in a while either, because once it went off the market, people stopped watching. Now that it's back on in the sales for sale again, I probably will need to do it. So, Mr. Moldy, my brakes have not been bled. I did not replace the calipers, and they started having problems before I did the work on them. They're better now, but they're still a little bit soft. Like, you really have to push them to the floor. Anyway, they probably do need to be bled, and I'll probably have that done. I need to do the back brake still, so I will be doing that eventually. But I need to wait till I get some more money in before I do that. So it'll probably be more towards the end of the summer. But they work okay. They're fine. They're not exactly the way that I want them. So Tech Junkie. Let's see. Street should be renamed 420 Alley. Is there a length of video YouTube it's optimal? You can make them any length that you want. I would say probably realistically you kind of got to look at what people are watching, the length of how long people watch your videos, and then make them that length. If I did that, my videos would be 10 to 11 minutes long, because my average view length is anywhere from 11 to 15 minutes. It just depends on the month and stuff, but most people have about a 15-minute attention span. So that is to answer that question. Let's see. Yeah, we need to find out if the weather is good. Ain't it? Ain't it? So yeah, I'd say 15 minutes is probably the good length for a YouTube video. Most people keep them about that. It's like a song. It's like a song formula. What attention span, right? What's an attention span? Like I think people now like pop music now, the songs, it used to be, you know, like 5 minutes was like the formula. I think the formula now calls for like a 2 to 3 minute song. I mean, really, people's attention span is so short. I watched a really good video on YouTube today about why music is so bad nowadays. And it had a lot of good reasons why. It was very technical. But one of the things that they pointed out was that they actually, the songs that are, I wasn't paying attention, right? The songs that are popular right now actually are only written by like 2 or 3 different people. So 90% of the hits that are on the radio right now are written by the same like 3 people. So that's for one reason why there's just no like dynamics in music anymore. It's all written by the same people, but they also, you know, try to simplify things dumb it down for us. So just like how, you know, when you think about a good hamburger, you don't think about McDonald's, right? But the best hamburger, or the most hamburgers that are sold in the world, are McDonald's burgers. So it's just anyway. Yeah, it's radio music that's bad. Well, that's good. That's a good point, Tech Junkie. Yeah, there is some really good music out there for sure. There's definitely some amazing artists out there, and they're writing and recording good music. It's just not getting radio play. So, yep, I don't listen to the radio at all. I like Imogen Heap. I know it's kind of weird pop music, but I do. Sigur Rós. Solar Fields. I really love Solar Fields. They're kind of like weird trance. So here I am liking the worst kind of that kind of music, but they're actually pretty rich in their writing abilities. But like Imogen Heap, I love her stuff. She uses strings and everything. Like they have all kinds of cool music. So on your gramophone, on your gramophone. I love records. I do. I love records. They did a study though, and they looked at like music, like looking at like the Beatles up until now, and they actually did like frequency studies and found that modern music is devoid of probably 80% of the frequencies that went into like classic rock and stuff like that. It was really interesting. Well, that's true, Chuck. The content does make a difference too. But anyway, I really enjoy. I love music. I grew up listening to classical music, and I really enjoy orchestral music. Industrial metal. There you go. Yeah, I hear a lot of the same songs at weddings all the time. It's pretty funny. But anyway, yeah, I really do. I grew up listening to all that. Aaron Copland's like one of my favorite composers, and I like music. I don't know. Gustav Holst, the guy that wrote The Planets. Love that stuff. So, yeah, Micah. He was. I wanted to record with him yesterday, but he was busy. So, he's working on getting his van, and it's actually pretty physically hard for him because he has to keep going down to Columbus from Toledo, and of course, as you guys know, he's paraplegic, and it's really hard on his body to do those trips. So, and his chair is getting old, so he's getting a new chair too. But it's like it just hurts him to do those kind of things. So he's been pretty beat. But he will be joining me again pretty soon to do more Star Farm. I've got another episode I have to release still. But yeah, that field's going to take forever. It's not as bad as sugar cane, but it's definitely there's going to be a lot of beats. I like the fact that we just dump them off on the side of the field though. Yeah, country is still a pretty rich music genre. They have a lot of instrumentation still, and they really, use violins and all kinds of cool instruments. And there's always Radiohead. Those guys will use anything. I mean, they have some pretty cool instruments that they try out and use. But yeah, I'm not a huge country fan. I know, I'm sorry. Not a country boy, but I do appreciate the music. Like, they're very good musicians. There's no question about that. So, did you know that you can walk on water? Hey, 44 Magnum. Well, I just finished cutting my grass too, but digitally. That's all right. I'm not into modified headers that aren't real. I'd much rather use stuff that's in the game or real equipment. Wait, what did you say, Gamer? When people say country, this is what I think. 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. What's the name of that song? Is that song called 16 Tons? Is that what the name of that song is? Oh, it is real. It's for the Homer. Okay. I wonder if the Ropa could take it, because I thought they were made by the same company, or they're designed by the same guy. Maybe they're made by a different company, but you're exhausted. Yeah, my mower is pretty hefty to use, so. People don't. What's up, Weidenbach? By the way, people don't do the chicken dance anymore. I have seen the chicken dance once in the last 12 years. They just don't do that anymore. I rarely. No, I haven't had anyone try to get into my Steam account. So you have consumed and returned. Welcome back, Big Wayne. 12 row. Whoa, that's huge. For the question, the answer is yes. we have Windrowed. Tennessee Ernie Ford, 16 tons. Okay, it is 16 tons. Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's what wears you out too, 44. My riding mower is not in service right now. I did get a battery charger, and I'm going to try to charge the battery up and see if I can save it. I left it out. I forgot to bring it in for the winter, and I left it out in the tractor. And so it died, of course. And I got it to start the other day by jump starting it, but then after a couple of minutes the tractor died and it wouldn't start again. So I'm going to try to charge the battery up. The battery's probably dead. It's like 2 or 3 years old, but it was my mistake for leaving it in the garage. I should have pulled it out of the tractor and brought it in the house. But I also have to replace the belt. The deck belt broke on my mower, and it's just 5.5 meters. Okay, 12 rows. Yeah, I mean, that adds a lot of weight to the, or not weight, but it takes a lot more horsepower to run it, you know. Yes, I did drain it of gas. Yeah. Yep, I always run them out of gas. I pretty much don't fill them up towards the end of the season. I just let them, I just splash a little bit of gas in there when I use them. But it has gas back in it again. So it was running. It ran for about 10 minutes and then it died. So I think that it could be the alternator's bad or the battery just is not holding a charge. So it's an old tractor. I mean, the thing is, it's one of those Scott 1642 tractors from like the early 90s or late 80s. I know when I got it, it was I think 15 years old or 12 years old, and I've had it for 12 years. So it's about 20. It's 20 plus years old. The motor runs like a champ, though. I mean, Oh, okay. So let me ask you, Tech Junkie, if you're familiar with that, how do you fix that? Like if you have some kind of issue, because it runs and then it'll start like, and then shuts down. And and then it won't start. I have to let it cool off, and then it'll start again. How do you deal with ethanol buildup? You say let the lawn grow. Yeah. Well, they don't take. I've only got a half an acre, so it's not really bad. It doesn't. I can get like 10 mows out of a single tank of gas. I mean, I pretty much only have to fill it up once or twice a year, so it's not too bad. I don't feel like I'm draining all my money into mowing the lawn. The governor spring needs replacing. Or buy goats. There you go. Okay. I'll replace that. It probably needs a new fuel filter, too. I haven't replaced the filter in probably 5 years. Definitely need to do the oil and stuff, so. Clean out the portholes. Okay. Your arms are killing you, Gaming Nerfer? What'd you do? Were you lifting weights? I got to get into lifting. Oh, they were doing the job. You have alpacas. There you go. Goats and country music are a deadly mix. You should combine the roses does. Weed eating. There we go. Okay, so I have 2 mowers. I've got a Billy Goat. The Billy Goat is the brand. It's a 33-inch deck walk-behind mower. It kind of looks like one of those full-size, like what you see the guys when they show up to mow your lawn, like a professional mower, but it doesn't have the turn brakes. So you have to manually turn the mower like by hand, and it's a pain in the butt. It's a heavy mower. But it's a pretty beefy mower, and it also the blades are only like maybe like 8 inches long, so it's got like 6 like short blades instead of like long blades, and it just eats through anything. Like it'll just tear it up. So it's a Billy Goat mower. They're pretty good mowers. It's got like a 16 horsepower Briggs and Stratton. And then the other mower is that Scott 1642, made by John Deere. It says by John Deere on it. It's orange, but they claim it's made by John Deere. So supposedly you can use John Deere parts on it, but I have not found that the parts necessarily fit. So, but that's a 42-inch deck, 16 horsepower once again. The TN65. Yeah, I wish I had a real tractor. I do. New plugs, fuel filter, oil change. Okay. I do use Stable in all my gas for all my mechanical stuff in the garage. I always use Stable. So yep, every gas, the gas that goes in all my mowers and everything is Stable. So yes. I haven't changed the spark plugs. I probably should do that. But I usually change the oil every other year because, to be honest with you, I'm putting maybe 5 to 6 hours, maybe 10 hours in a really busy year on my tractor. It's like almost nothing. But I do need to do the oil this year. I haven't done it for a while, so. You want to take the governor out? The Go-Gurt style tube? No. I've just been using John Deere oil. Whatever the regular oil is. 2-cycle. Oh, you mean like for the gas? Mine doesn't take a mixture. For my chainsaw I use it, but there you go. 65 and 85 horsepower. That's cool. That's really cool. You like the weed eater and chainsaw? Yeah, yes. I use it's synthetic. The 2-cycle that I use is synthetic. It comes in a regular container though. It's blue, I think. Yeah, mine is synthetic 2-cycle, but it's not in the tube like that, so. That's funny, Rosario. Well, they'll be back tomorrow. They'll be here for my summer car tomorrow night. They're with their mom tonight, so. Let me get this here. Hang on. Oh, I gotta raise that. Ah, dang it. Crap. I hate when I overrun stuff like that. Hold on 1 second, folks. Weird, interesting. Instant early starts. Interesting, huh? Lag. Not a big fan of weed eaters. What did you do, Gaming Nerfer? Did you injure yourself on a weed eater? Oh, it's so hard to get this thing to like straighten up where I want it. Pardon me. How about windrowers? Are you a big fan of windrowers? I love windrowers. I was born to windrow. This thing's I'm gonna have to end up paying another lump of money for this thing because it's taking too long. The wheeled string trimmers. My mom has one of those. Well, it's not a string trimmer. It's actually, yes, it is. It's a Black & Decker. Oh, that's shaking makes your arm super sore. That's right. Okay. That stinks, man. All right. So anyway, I need a haircut. My hair's like going in my eyes while I'm driving here. It's making my eyes water even worse from the allergies. The good news is I've had my window open for hours though, and I'm not sneezing. So, oh my. You like cutting stuff with your hatchet? I'm I was chopping wood one time in the backyard maybe like 2 years ago, and I ended up giving myself tennis elbow for like months. It's like, I guess I chopped for too long. Oh, like the heavy duty. Oh, you're talking about like the Billy Goat. Yeah, like the big ones, like the heavy duty like commercial ones. I haven't used anything like that, but that's so funny, Big Wayne. You said woof. Woof. Black smoke. I didn't know how they did that. That's pretty cool. I'll have to do that with Mark's RX-7 sometime. Making black smoke. Oops, I messed that pile up too. Dang it, I'm always messing these piles. This is the only thing I don't like about this windrower, is that it does overlap itself, so. Let's see, did the video with those bugs hit? Oh, let's see. How many views did we say? I think it did. I think it did. So Bugs won the bet. I think you're right, Rosario. I think it did hit. So I think we said 500, and they've all gone over 500. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do it. Poor Bugs. I hope she feels better soon, man. Poor Bugs. Yeah, once again, if you haven't been on the, if you came on the stream late, yeah, just keep Bugs in your prayer. She's in your prayers. She's, you know, having some like pretty big health issues. Hopefully the doctors will be able to get it resolved and it won't be something real bad. But unfortunately, it sounds like it's pretty bad. So I'm going to be streaming probably for at least another half an hour. I mean, it's 9 o'clock. I probably will go to about 9:30. At which point I did promise somebody that I would do a video for them for a mod that I have not done yet for a Fendt tractor, and so I need to get that done too. So I probably will do that tonight. So Bugs is my good friend. So we are good close friends. Oh, that's so funny, gaming interface. It's blocked with weeds. What is it? The natal rake mod. I don't know what that is. No, I don't want to do that. I just want to turn it off. How do I turn this on and off? This PC says it's 8. Oh, it's 9 o'clock. It's an hour. Your PC is an hour behind. Mr. Moldy, you missed the last 15 minutes. Well, it was more windrowing, so yeah, that's what went on. Windrowing. We're almost done. I don't know what the natal rake is. I would like to get the Swadro from what's the name of the company? Krone, because the Swadro is a little bit bigger than this, but anyway. Yeah, poor Bugs. I know. I wish I could help her. You know, it's like one of those things you just can't, you know. So, but definitely keep her in your prayers, you know. That's... Oh, yeah. No, those are real. Those rakes are real. They use them in Europe. I don't think I've ever seen one being used here, but I know that they make them. It's real. You should just double click on the clock and it should bring it up. So, oh yeah, right, exactly. You told the barrel, right? Whatever happened to Lostberg? Kyle burned out. he burned out on Farm Sim. So, anyway, yeah, to change the clock on Windows 7, you should just double click it. On Windows 10, it should do it automatically. You just got to set your time zone. Make sure that it might be set to, if it's HP, it probably came from Illinois, so it's probably set to Central. So you need to change the time zone to Eastern. See if that works. It could also be on the motherboard too. Well, he just kind of burned out a Farm Sim. He's got his goats, so his life has been pretty busy with trying to keep the goats tended and stuff like that. Yeah, he said he's been playing Mustang Ranch or whatever, and he's kind of burned out. So, All right, that's it. So we'll take this back. Hopefully we made it within an hour, but I haven't seen any more money come out, so... but if I don't get there now, it might, so... A Krone pickup trailer with giant rakes, okay. Right, and then it got kind of old, right? As all things do. I mean, you know, they kind of come and go. That's why I move on to other maps and try different things, because, you know, the excitement doesn't last forever. I'll have to return their windrower to them. Oh, man. Let's see, you can just bring it back from your garage page. Oh, yeah, but I need to pick up the baler, so I'm going that way anyway. Yes, you are correct, though. You could just do it that way. All right. And Snetterton. Yeah, we kind of burned out on that one, too. Sorry. Well, it's hard. The other thing that's hard, too, is because I'm working with other people, so a lot of times they get burned out or they have other things going on, and I get burned out and I have other things going on, and it just kind of peters out, so... Snetterton was a great farm, though. That's another good map. I forgot about that one. That one's nice because it has a lot of the industry stuff in it, so it's got like all kinds of different things that you can do aside from just farming, so it's pretty cool. What did he do to him, Darblar? Was it like big things, or did he just do like little like fix-up things? I love the way the road textures look. This just looks like Ohio. Look how good this looks. It really looks like Ohio roads. And even the houses and stuff, like they do. We have this place right down our street. It's for real. He tweaked them. Map tweaker. Tweaked. Yeah, it really does. And these farms look like real farms. Is that our cow farm there? Yeah, that is. That's where the cows are. Cool. That's nice looking. We're going to eventually end up over there. Eventually end up over there too. They chip and seal. Yep, that's, yeah, me too. Here we have this, yeah, where they do that right there, where they fix those cracks by sealing them up. Yep. I don't like seasons. I don't know why. I just don't. Which is weird because I really like how like Farm Expert has an actual year in it, but I think that game's interface was made for seasons. This game, it's not so much. So I just don't like the way it translates. There's our farm right there. Back over. We passed it already. That's part of it. I think maybe that's part of our farm, but it could be other. We said World of Warships. What are you doing, Lee? A bunch of new tanks out, by the way, for World of Tanks. They have another, looks like the same thing as the M41 GF. This time they got rid of the GF. It's just like the Graph or something like that. And they have some kind of like Ragnarok KV2 from Warhammer, maybe? It's just silly. Oh, okay, that's cool. The water function. Yeah, I just never got into the seasons, though. Yeah, this looks like Ohio right here. Yeah, and the green road signs. That's an Ohio thing. Right. That's why I feel the same way, Mr. Moldy. The interface just doesn't work well. You probably will be able to turn it on and off. If they do implement it, I bet you they'll make it so that you can choose whether you want to use it or not. I don't know that for a fact, but I would think so. Lee. All right. No, it's not Ohio only. I'm sure other states have green signs. I think Michigan's signs are blue, though. I think Chicago has blue signs, or green signs, I mean. Illinois. Where's IROC? What color are your street signs, IROC? But in Ohio, they're green. I don't think that's for... I think lots of states have green street signs, though. Huh. I don't think they'll do that. I really don't. But they might. You never know. All right, so there's that. Let's go ahead and return this. Return. And we didn't make it in time because we missed that 1 hour. Check that out. Oh, hey, we'll see you. Well, hey, have fun. Have fun, Big Wayne. Yeah, so that stinks. So we didn't make it in time. We lost $3,000 more. They're green or blue. Okay, well, let's go ahead and rent the next item. So for ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, hopefully you enjoyed the 2 episodes of Windrowing. The next episode is going to be bailing. Maybe 2 episodes, depends on how fast we can bail. And then we will be wrapping and collecting. So off we go. Have a great night. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs always help, and we will see you next time.